Yellow folks, today we're making barbecue yet again this weekend. We're going to go ahead and do our very famous rack of ribs with blueberry, yes, blueberry barbecue sauce. So I'm going to look at some spices. We got a little brown sugar and some secret, think about it. Salt, pepper, garlic, a little bit more to it than that, but you get the gist of it. Add your own, make some flavor. Alright, so we went ahead and pulled the membrane off the back of this because it makes it tender. So you're going to do that, and you're going to smother it with all of your seasoning. You want it on there because the thicker it is, it's going to get gooier. Give it a crustation. Whenever he goes ahead, sticks it on there, it's going to just crustify it. That's what you're looking for before we wrap it in the tin foil. We will show you all this, but for now, this is what we're going to do. I'll be back with you right before we put it on the ribs, and I'm going to start on my eggs. Yep, it's going to smother that side too. You get the gist of it, folks. Alright, see you back soon. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you my blueberry barbecue sauce. But first I'm going to go ahead and fill my eggs. I'm not going to do them, I'm just going to fill the water. Multitasking, right? Okay, so put about a cup of water in here for my simple sugar syrup. So I'm just going to do a tablespoon of sugar, because it'll sweeten the blueberries. I'm going to do probably like a fourth of a cup of blueberries. I always have frozen blueberries on hand. It's really good for dessert. Probably like a fourth of a cup or so. And you're just going to mash them in there. Get them all good. And let it create its simple syrup before you add the barbecue sauce. And I don't know if anybody knows how to make an egg right, but how you make an egg is whenever you let the water boil and then you add the egg and then you put your timer on for 12 to 13 minutes. I'm going to do 6 eggs today, and I'm making my famous cowboy eggs. So see how I'm just kind of mushing them up? Because I don't want like the total whole blueberries, but I want remnants of that. So I'm going to smush it up like this. And I'm just going to go ahead. I don't know what kind of barbecue sauce you use, any kind you want. The sweeter the better, if you get what I'm saying. I'm just going to go ahead and mix that all in there. And we're just going to let it simmer. And I like to add a little bit of heat to that, so I'm going to do a little cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper goes in most of my foods. We like a little spicy. So probably like, I don't know, a half a teaspoon. You don't want it too crazy. Okay. That's what I do for that. My egg water is getting ready to go. But while I'm waiting for my eggs, let's start on that broccoli. So what we're going to do with a broccoli salad, all you're going to need is basically 2 things of broccoli, and you're going to want to chop it up. It has to be fresh broccoli. It cannot be frozen broccoli because it's just not going to taste good. It won't. So what you're going to do is chop it up finely. I even use the ends of it, just as long as you chop them real small. And you're going to want bite-sized pieces, Okay. Go ahead and get a bowl. Oh, and I love making this. This is a great summer broccoli salad. It's a great summer salad. Like I said, I cut off the ends, and I even use the ends too. Cut them a few different times. Such a good salad. And see, it's going to kind of have a coleslaw sweet taste to it. So we're going to make a dressing like we would for our coleslaw. A little bit of sugar, some vinegar. Really, really easy. I'm going to go ahead and pop this in here. And let's go ahead and start on our slaw. Our slurry. So I just went ahead and took about 2 tablespoons, or about a fourth of a cup of sugar. And then I'm going to do some tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and then about half of a cup of mayo. more. And see, just like every recipe, remember, you just kind of feel it out, taste it out. If it don't taste good, add a little bit of more, a little bit of less. Kind of stir it like that. And that's how you get, you might need a little bit more sugar. Let me taste it real quick. Because we want it to be really sweet whenever we put it on that broccoli. That's perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and get my golden raisins. Give me a moment. All right, so we're gonna do golden raisins again. I do about 1/4 of a cup because that's what I like. I like a lot of little raisins in mine. And we're just going to mix all that together. And if you're mixing it and you need a little bit more of that coleslaw stuff, which I think we're actually just fine. That would be good. My eggs are about ready, so I'm going to go ahead and pop my eggs in. Do one at a time. And while my eggs are going, that's going to give me time to start on my bacon for the rest of my salad. Because you can't have broccoli salad without the bacon. Gives it a great flavor. All right, we'll see you back in 12. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and check on our sauce. It has thickened up. Remember, we did about 2.5 cups of whatever barbecue sauce you want. Our 1 cup of simple syrup, which is basically just a tablespoon of water, tablespoon of sugar, cup of water, some blueberries, made our simple syrup. It's going to look great on our barbecue ribs. Got our eggs going, getting ready to take them off. I have my bacon ready for my broccoli salad, which I think we talked about. And I kind of like having some of that grease. That's just your own personal. If you don't like it, don't do it. But I think it makes it taste good. I don't know. I like all that little extra fat. Go ahead and turn that off. Let's go ahead and mix and see where I'm standing and how I like it so far. Ooh, look at that. Doesn't that look great? Doesn't that look, I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how good. Golden raisins and some bacon and some broccoli. It's fresh. It's so good. If you even want to put some purple onions in it, ooh, do it. It's good. But this is wonderful, and I'm going to let this sit just for a moment. If you want, stick it in the refrigerator. And let's get back to these eggs. Most people wonder, how do you peel an egg? Mine always get stuck and they always look weird. Okay, there is kind of a secret to it. Some say cold water. I say lukewarm, so you can pop that kind of embryo thing and slide the egg right off. So this is kind of what I do. I put it on cold water, kind of mix it, crack it on the side, and it's still kind of lukewarm. And that's what I want, so I can get in there and get on that embryo thingy. And it'll slide off easier. So otherwise, you don't want to be peeling your eggs and getting them all stuck everywhere. And you can just do a simple rinse. See how easy that is? It's kind of like in the center too, right on the side of that. There's one at the very top of the egg. And anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do these, and then we're going to start on the mixture. I'll see you back in a couple minutes. Alright, we're doing cowboy eggs. Yeehaw! That means that we need sliced jalapenos. We went ahead and boiled our eggs. I went ahead and cut them, and I'm going to show you how to cut them. Longwise, you take an egg, longwise, cut it like this. Pop over here, the inside, lay them out. Same thing here. Alright, now we got 6 yolks in there. That means we have 12 pieces. What I'm going to do is do a tablespoon of mayo. And I'm going to do about a tablespoon of ranch. If your stuff is dry, you can always add more ranch. Do salt and pepper to the taste. I usually do a teaspoon of each. I mean, it doesn't need that much because the ranch gives it so much flavor. And pepper. A little bit of pepper. And mush. Oh my gosh, this is too hard. We got a musher. See, and it's kind of coming out light and fluffy. A lot of people like to add mustard and relish and all that. No. After I was with my husband and he decided ranch is his thing on it, it is wonderful. It's like all I can taste is yolk and ranch. He was on to something, let me tell you. Okay, so now we have made the filling. We're going to stuff it and stuff it and stuff it some more. We're going to use all this up, put it as full as we can, and you know what we're going to do afterwards? Top it with that jalapeno and a little bit of cayenne for kick and color, because that's how my grandma did it when I was growing up, so I'm used to cayenne pepper. Almost there. And I leave 2 with nothing in it for my daughter. She does not like anything in her eggs. Please, Mom, no. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, put the jalapeno slice on top. Doesn't that look awesome? Cowboy eggs in the making. See that? Looks cute. Simple. Easy. And I do a little bit of cayenne pepper. Look at that. Beautiful. Wait. Little cayenne pepper. That look good. And it's just great. It tastes great. And like I said, I leave a few because my daughter doesn't like anything on hers. But yeah, isn't that nice? And I use it. I don't like jalapenos, so I do a few without jalapenos for me. But anyways, as you can see, cowboy eggs. There you go, folks, from my kitchen to yours. But we're gonna come back to our ribs and all that stuff in just a moment. But I'll see you later. Alright, so here we are with the meat. We did the same thing as we did last time with the coals, making sure they're all spaced properly so you don't get one hot spot and the rest of them nothing. We're going to sear it on each side. Let's see, how long of a time do we do that, Daddy?
About 10 minutes on each side.
So, there you have it, 10 minutes on each side. If you need a little more, just like every recipe, if your meat's a little bit thicker or thinner, look at it, figure it out. Alright, we'll be back in just a little bit and I'll show you how to wrap them. Alright, so we're going to wrap the ribs in an extremely long piece of aluminum. We went ahead and seared it on both sides for 10 minutes. Right, crispy, really, really good. Move, sis. There we go. Put a little bit of butter on it. And do you need your sauce, Daddy? I'll be back with the sauce. The sauce. Oh. Probably need this too. Alright. Here you go. So he's putting a couple dollops of butter on it. Probably like a tablespoon here. Or half there. And he's just gonna like dump tons of that blueberry sauce on it. It's so good. And you think, oh, it's because it's sweet, it won't be good. It will be. It'll be the bomb. And what we're gonna do is just put it back on the grill for how long?
Hour and a half. About
an hour and a half. There, you heard it. Okay. So I'm gonna, after he's done doing this, he's gonna show you how to wrap it so all them juices don't go out and boil. And you know, there's a proper way to do this. Stick it in the middle. Roll it, kinda. And you kind of want to get that double thick aluminum. You don't want to cheap out on this because you want it done, you want it done right. Makes kind of like a pocket. You see that? Perfecto. Okay, so he's going to stick it back on the grill for an hour and a half. And we will see you in a bit. Okay, so he went ahead and make it look so appetizing, set it all up for me so I can put off a few good pieces. I put my broccoli salad on the side, my cowboy eggs, and there you have it, folks. That's how you can kind of meal plan. It didn't cost $10 for those ribs. You know, everybody's got eggs. Buy some broccoli for $1. It is great. He put some extra sauce on it, so you're going to really taste that blueberry flavor. It is amazing. It is a must try. Well, thank you for coming in, or coming to visit the channel. Come visit us again. See you later, alligator. Okay, I want to take a picture.